And let's look at how to actually place a VoiceThread link in a course. Because of course, if you're the instructor, the first thing you have to do is actually bring VoiceThread in before your students are able to use it. And it's actually very simple to do. You just turn editing on for your course, and you're going to add an activity or resource. Or well, you're going to try to. There it goes. And VoiceThread is an external tool. So you'll click on this external tool option over here and click add. Now you're going to give it a title. So I might call this just assignment number 2. I think that was a unique title. And you can give it a description if you'd like, just like you would for any assignment or link that you place. And the only other thing that you have to do here is use the external tool type menu to select which tool you are using. Because you see you have some other things in here. You have Vital Source, you have Course Load, you have other external tools that have been configured. So you need to go through and find the VoiceThread option. And here you have a course view, which is that last option we looked at. You have the share link option, which allows you to point to a specific VoiceThread. And you have the My Voice option. So all 3 of the configurations are there, and you just pick the one you'd like to use. So if I want to use the course view, I would just click on that option. There's nothing else that I have to do. So I'll just save and return to my course. Here's the new link that I just placed, titled assignment number 2. And when I click on it, whether I'm the student or the instructor, it's signing me into my VoiceThread account, and it's enrolling me in my course. And here I see all of the content that has already been saved. So it's extremely simple from the instructor's perspective to pull VoiceThread in. Now there is one more workflow that I'd like to go over here, and that is the share link option, because there are a couple of extra steps to that. If I add another activity, and again select external tool, this time I'll just call this sample VoiceThread, and for the external tool type, I'm going to pick the share link option. And the one extra thing that you have to do here is actually put the share link for your VoiceThread into the secure launch URL area. Because until you have told us which VoiceThread you want this link to point to, we just don't know. So what you would do is go to the VoiceThread that you've already created. You can grab the link to that VoiceThread right here from the very last slide. You could also get it from the edit page, which we saw earlier when we copied the link from the edit area, and just come back and paste it. And you'll get a nice little confirmation here telling you that it's the correct type of link. And again, that's all you have to do. There's just one extra step for using a share link. And I'll return to my course. And here's the sample VoiceThread we just added. If I click on it, again, signing me in and enrolling me in my course, but instead of taking me to the course view, it takes me straight to that VoiceThread whose share link we just grabbed. And so these are the 3 different ways that you can tie VoiceThread into your course. As the instructor, you can decide which one best fits your needs. One is not necessarily better than the other, just use the one that works best for your class. But all 3 of them do the same thing on the back end, which is it takes care of that registration and course enrollment for you. So you don't have to do any administrative work.